Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm going to quickly recap my trades from Friday, kind of look at where I ended the week, and talk about the swing trades that I have. So, first thing, we're going to jump in PRGO. This was a ticker that was on my watch, and it really showed the most promise going into open. So, this is the one that I focused on. All three of them really made decent moves, but this was the one that I really focused on. And what I liked about this going into open was I had a nice trend up. It wasn't jumpy, with the exception of this candle that printed at 9. And really, I think this was like maybe two large orders or something that went off. It really wasn't. It wasn't something that would would make me think twice about it. I watched this held a VWAP and it started to push up. It reclaimed this level. It claimed the 9 before the open. So what I was thinking was maybe it would sell off a little bit and maybe close on this level here, and I could take it, to the upside. Well, we got this candle, but it did come back down and it closed below the 20. So that kind of gave me, some pause. I'm like, well, is this thing going to move up or what's it going to do? But when it opened and it opened on the VWAP and it pushed up a little bit right above this 20, I could have really jumped in. But I didn't. I waited for it to get over this level. And, by this time, I'm thinking, man, why did I wait? This was a perfect setup down here. I didn't have to wait for the opening range breakout up here. This was a perfect setup. This is riding on the 9. It pushed, the VWAP, the 9. It pushed off it, moved over the 20. This was an entry right here. And just really, looking at the 2-minute chart, this was a candle to enter on. But, I held it. I got it over here. Did get in at 124 and rode it up to this level, 125.10, and was looking for this level here, but I ended up taking it off a little bit early. There was some confusion as to what price I wanted to get out, but it's just, it happens sometimes. But I did take, profit here. This was, 125.65 was supposed to be the level. And then if it held, the last piece I was going to take off up here. Well, you can see this level held as resistance. It's got stuffed here. This candle opened and pushed above it slightly, but never did break this high and started to sell off. When it lost this level here, 125.10, I went ahead and covered the rest. But this was a pretty solid trade overall, with the exception of me missing this level here. And what I did, I kept it on watch because I was looking for it to bounce off of this level and possibly, come back and, retest this so that I can get short on it. And sure enough, I missed this short. I missed it going down, but I caught it on the bounce up here at 124.91. When this level looked like it was going to hold. So I got in, got the fade right down here to VWAP, which was my target. Really, the 9 was my first target, but it blew through that so bad. The VWAP, I thought, well, maybe it's going to hit this level. So I did catch it kind of close. I was trying to get it here at 123.85, but by the time I thought about going ahead and putting this order in, it was too late. So I got it, I eventually got out here at 123.94. So I covered some there. And what I was going to do was wait to see my close was going to be back above the 9 here. And it never did push above it. It stayed in this little channel here between the 9 and this level. Then finally it lost it. I covered some here at 123.05. I was looking to cover some at 123 because of the whole number. I wasn't sure if it was going to get hung up there and come back. And then my ultimate target was here 122.62. And I took the rest of it off, my last of what I had off here. Now, this was a higher dollar ticker, so I couldn't get in with a whole lot of size. So I was missing that extra cover. So had I been able to size in like I normally do with a couple thousand shares, I would still have a quarter of my position left and would have caught this move. But, not having that extra quarter, I had to take it off. And, still a decent trade. Still made some decent money on it. Can't complain about, 2 solid trades on a Friday. It was just an awesome morning. The setups were just perfect. And as I continue to work on my entries and exits and, not waiting so long, I can book a little bit more profits. But, I want to be consistent and, want to stay trading within myself. All right, so that was PRGO. We'll look at some of the swing trades. Now, CAB, I closed on Friday. My target was 52.51, and I did, take it on this day. I did cover half on my target. The next day, it washed out, and I wanted to give it, some room because a lot of times you get a big run up like this, you'll lose half of it the next day, and then it will kind of recapture itself and start to move, back up. But I lost a little confidence in this and didn't think it was going to be able to push back above 52.51. So I went ahead and took it off. I did reach my target. My entry was here at 48.90. So it was a pretty good boost to my retirement account. And that's the account that I traded this out of. So I won't see the money anytime soon, but that was the CAB trade. Now the other one I had on ROI, I think I told you last week I was a little bit too greedy and didn't take profits when it hit my target. It came within a couple cents of hitting the target here at 62.60s. And you can see it gapped down the next day, tested this level, and had a little recovery on Friday. So Monday, what I'm going to do is look to see if we get a gap up, or move up Monday, if it's going to continue to recover. But if it loses this 60.78 level, I'm going to go ahead and take it off. My entry was right here, 59.60s. So I'll take it off still. We'll still have some profit on the trade, but would have given up $2, just being greedy. So still not happy with myself on that, but I am learning, and this is a learning experience. Just being a little more cautious than normal. on these. HUN is my other swing. This held. I did take half of this off when it reached my target here at 1520s. But this one is still on the fence. It did close on Friday. It did close at 1522, which is right on this 1521 level. So it's still on for right now. Like I said, I've already booked profits on it. If it loses this, I'm not gonna hold it for the retest. I'll go ahead and get out of it, and possibly I'll end Monday all cash on swings. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a swing watch list tomorrow morning. I'll see. Just depends on how things look in the morning. And I may just end up and just reset for Tuesday if I don't see any good candidates. Let's see. So I'm gonna look and see what my week looks like. And it wasn't a bad week. It started out slow as usual. All of them really start out slow, and then we end up getting a nice little move at the end of the week. So I hadn't totaled this week up yet, but it's a banner week. Tuesday was a red day. Monday was pretty slow. All of these Mondays in April have been real slow. Mondays and Tuesdays, have been pretty bad, except for this day. I caught a good trade on the 12th, but Mondays and Tuesdays have not been kind to me, in April. So we'll see how we can start this week off. This will be the last week of April. Next week I'll be starting off from scratch again, but we'll see if we can end this month strong. I'm really looking to start this second quarter off. I want to beat the first quarter, the second quarter. So I'm going to try to keep my focus and try to continue to trade within myself. So hopefully I can keep my mind and keep my head and keep driving forward. So we're having free chat day tomorrow. So tomorrow ought to be interesting. A lot of fun. Free chat days are always a lot of fun. We have well over 1,000 people in the room at one time, and things can get a little hectic, but it's always a lot of action, always a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. And if you aren't a member already, come by and join us. We have a couple of these a month, and we always enjoy having people come in and checking us out and seeing what we're all about. So everybody have a great night or a great morning if you're on the other side of the world, or a great afternoon if you're in another part. But we'll see you tomorrow morning in chat. Free chat day opens up at 9 o'clock. We'll see you then.